Hi, everybody. This is another episode of the Nicholas Comstock Show. I'm your host, Nicholas Comstock. If this is your first time watching one of my videos here on YouTube, welcome. My name is Nicholas Comstock. Today, I'm especially known as Nicholas Comstock the Bum because my mother hates it when I wear just a white t-shirt and pajamas on my video. But I got up at 2 o'clock today, had some issues with my chair, so this is what you get. Nicholas Comstock, the bum, in a white t-shirt. If this is your first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you a part of the Nicholas Comstock Show community. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust my camera. I would love to have you a part of the Nicholas Comstock Show community each and every day. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so that when I upload a new video, which is every day, you get notified. Alright, you guys, this past year, throughout this pandemic, we've heard the term non-essential, essential. And certain things are deemed essential, certain things are not deemed essential. And today I'm going to tell you one thing that is always going to be essential as it pertains to home health care, no matter what this world goes through. There's going to be one thing that is always essential in the home health care field, and that is home cooking is essential. Period. Point blank. You know, you guys, I've been in the home health care field for a long time, and it has surprised me how many people, because a lot of people in this field are young folks, they don't know how to cook. They just know how to do the ramen noodle special, and that's it. And some of them, they come in to me and I say, "Do you know how to cook?" And I'm like, they're like, "Boy, I don't even know how to boil water." And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm going to tell you, if you agencies are going to go out there and proclaim that the health and safety of your clients is your number one priority, cooking should be at the top of the list. Well-balanced, home-cooked meals should be at the top of the list. And now I realize that if you have clients that still live at home with your family, with their families may do the cooking. But even still, what if that family's not there and that client is left alone with that provider? And, well, then I'll just cook them some food and put it in the fridge. Okay. Well, your staff should know how to cook. Period, point blank. And they should know how to cook basic things like spaghetti and meatballs and lasagna and tacos and stuff like that. There's things like this thing you're watching me on right now called YouTube. There are thousands, millions even, of cooking videos. You type in one thing. Let's say you go to YouTube and you type in how to cook chicken Alfredo. You're going to have not one variation, you're going to have hundreds of thousands of variations on how to cook chicken Alfredo. All you need to do is pick the one that is easiest for you and learn how to cook it. Don't be lazy. Cooking is one of your main responsibilities. Agencies, don't go around here saying that the health and safety of your client is your number one responsibility and your staff can't even cook from a box, much less from scratch. Don't go around here and tell me that. You know, for the last few months, I've had to really step it up within the last 2 or 3 months. I would resort from my staff's cooking because they would only know how to cook one thing, And then, they're from different cultures and they don't know the American food, and, you know, and so I just finally gave up and said, okay, I'm just going to order my food out. So I started doing that 100% of the time a couple months ago. And let's just say DoorDash has been getting a lot of my money. Now, I've had a lot of good food too, but it's expensive. And I only get paid once a month. And if you agencies are going to preach health and safety to your clients, you really need to add food to that. Now, you staffers are out there, maybe you're from another culture. You say, Nick, I'm from another culture. I don't know the American food. I don't know what we like to cook. I don't know what Americans like to eat. That's why it's your agency's primary responsibility, in my opinion, to teach you those things. We love you. We're glad that you're from another culture. We're glad that you're here teaching us things from your culture and exposing us to different ways that the world works. We're glad. We are glad that you're here. But you, as a responsibility, in order to perform your duties effectively, you need to learn how to cook American food. And I wholeheartedly believe that that is your agency's, one of your agency's primary responsibilities, is to teach you cooking. Basic cooking. Like I said, you're saying, well, Nick, it's the coronavirus. We can't go into our clients' homes and teach them how to cook. Listen, the coronavirus is going to be here for a little while longer. Quit using it as an excuse and put on some damn PPE, find a neutral location, and get some staff in there and teach them how to cook. It is not that hard. And listen, you people that are out there that you say you know how to cook, learn how to put some seasoning on your food. Well, I don't like seasoning, so I don't put it on there for anybody else. Listen, not everybody is you, and let me tell you, I love me some seasoning. Okay, I've been telling my people recently, I would rather have my food drowned in too much seasoning than not enough. Because I'm telling you, I like it spicy, just like my looks. Just look at this beard, this spicy, sexy beard. I like my cooking the same way. And like I said, it's not hard. You say, Nick, are you still eating out every day? Not as much. Because a member of my team came to me and said, hey, I have a couple volunteer family members that want to help cook your food. And I, was reluctant to do this, number one, because it's my team members, family members, and if I don't really like the food, then it puts me in an awkward place with that individual. Number two, it is not anybody's responsibility outside those four walls, with the exception of the staff that you hire for that individual to cook. It is nobody else's responsibility. If that client can't cook for themselves, the person that they provide, the person that they say, okay, I want you to do these services for me, that is your responsibility. Nobody else's. Not to say that I'm not grateful for these volunteers that have helped me out. But you know what? It's not their responsibility. It is the agency's responsibility. So I'm asking every agency, every independent provider, to step up, whether you do virtual cooking or whether you get the number requirement of people, which is 6 people, no more than 6, social distance, and teach these folks how to cook. Put on some PPE and teach these folks how to cook. I'll go in a second, but I want to tell you the story. So a couple years ago, pre-pandemic, I had a 19-year-old staff come in my home back in Mansfield. And I said, do you know how to cook? She said, no, I don't even know how to boil water. First thing I said was, oh dear Jesus, help her. My staff at the time was cooking manwich. Manwich, Sloppy Joe. And my staff looks at the trainee looks at the staff and says, how do you cook manwich? This person didn't even know how to cook manwich from a can. I mean, this is ridiculous. So listen, like I've repeated before, if you're gonna go around here and say that the number one priority that you have as an agency is protecting the health and safety of your clients, but they're eating stuff from a box every day or ordering out because your staff is either too lazy or just doesn't know how to cook, then you need to put cooking at the top of that list, because we deserve to eat healthy, well-balanced, hot meals just like you. And we shouldn't have to eat out of the box every day just because you as an agency are lazy and have no desire to teach your staff how to cook, or maybe your staff knows how to cook and they just don't want to, and they need their butt kicked. I don't know what the deal is. But home cooking is essential in home health care. Learn how to do it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.